Vibrillionaire Soul, greetings, soul blessings, beautiful Vibrillionaire Soul family. Love and living the Vibrillionaire lifestyle all day, every day, 24/7. Well, you already know when you listen to what Samadhi shares in life in general. This is nothing new under the sun. Where it's not only about positivity, it's not only about negativity. It's about genuineness. It's about that realness that we all are. Daniel Bolin, what's up, brother? Blessings. Another real brother. That's why we love Daniel Bolin. And we are no different from you. We all have this realness inside that's just waiting to come out. And sometimes it takes conflict. Sometimes it takes disaster. Sometimes it takes crisis. But whenever that invitation shows up, so what do you do with it? So I wanted to share a realization because I'm part of this group where they ask you to do some homework, and you know, much love. It's a beautiful group that I'm a part of. And they asked us to share one of our greatest realizations. And one of my greatest realizations, other than self-realization, meaning realizing that all this is me playing with me, all this is us playing with each other. It's like we are part of the same mind. We are part of the same vibratory field of awareness. And all of us too. I know, puppy. So, the one thing I wanted to share is something that Ram Dass confirms. And so many other master teachers have said. And before I do that, I'm going to drink my delicious juice. Sponsored by the Juice Garden. If you don't know about the Juice Garden, Google the Juice Garden on Facebook. Type in the Juice Garden. And all of a sudden my phone just switched for some reason. And confirmation. I gotta claim I'm not a doctor, but this is one of, if not the greatest vaccines. Nature's vaccine. Nature's love. Nature's remedy. Plant medicine. Whatever you want to call this is the elixir of life. Pure love, pure life in a bottle. Shout out to my lovely wife for all her dedication. She's helping so many people through the Juice Garden. So, as I go on to what the purpose of this to share, I'm going to actually demonstrate what my message is, because it has totally transformed my way of being, my way of unfoldment. And let's just say, with a lot of confusion going on in the world right now, I mean, so many people are taking microdose of confusion, microdose of manipulation and deception, because it is not who we are. It is part of what served us up to this point, but what do we do with it? What do we do with all that chaos? Do we still meditate on it? Do we still find more other ways to be to be in conflict about it? Or do we use it to serve us? And that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. So I am in the compost bin, so I'm gonna have a lot of flies here, but that's part of life, because flies are part of the cycle. They're nothing bad. Yeah, they don't have, let's just say, good roots, because you know they go from the feces and they grow, you know, eggs and all that stuff. But they are, every single part of nature is an important component of life. What I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate, as compost is one of my greatest teachers, and as I talk about this self-realization gift that I've been given, that we've all been given, is really, if I put this in the compost bin, it's going to take a long time to compost, because it has to break down all these things. But if I assist it and I take off little bits and pieces, this is a reflection of being in the moment, in every moment. See, we want to awaken and just everything to just boom happen. And the thing about it is nature is a reflection. Everything reflects itself. That's the micro macro. So also remember to ground for life. as I'm barefoot out here composting. So I'm getting in touch with nature, I'm touching the ground, and I'm going to do a little plug-in for Nature's Gathering for tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I'm going to do a little plug for Grounding for Life, because the more that I get into Grounding for Life, the more that I saturate myself with just the love that the earth has for us. There really is a reflection of inner love. The earth is only reflecting its law. So the earth is only reflecting the love that we have within us. But if we allow others to manipulate and deceive us to think that love is out there, or that some external source, you know, one day is going to save me or love me, and I take points, and I'm only limiting myself. But if I'm just being here now, as I'm taking these leaves off the pineapple leaf, this is the seed. So as I take off these leaves one by one, I mean, I'm doing it pretty quickly right now, but when I'm out here, I just appreciate every leaf. As I'm taking it off, I'm like, thank you. You know? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the life that you give. Thank you for the love that you unconditionally offer. There's no expectations. There's no conditions to the love that this beautiful relationship with nature that offers us. But at the same time, it's just like life as well. That if you take too much of one dose, matter of fact, it's already proven that if you take a lot of vitamin C in one dose, you can actually kill yourself because it's potent. That's why it's important to be mindful or conscious, be aware of your own unfoldment, because nobody can tell you what you know about yourself better than you. All right, here's the seed. So as I take off the leaves, I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful for how many lives this pineapple is touching. Shoot, this is kind of heavy. This pineapple is touching. It's touching lives. It's transforming lives. And this pineapple, it doesn't say who I'm not going to give it to, who I'm not going to, I don't want to say save, but who I'm not going to transform, who I'm not going to, you know, physically, psychologically, spiritually affect, because this plant medicine affects us on a whole variety of levels from the inside out. Transformation is designed to be natural from the inside out, not from the outside in. You look at anything in nature, and yes, seasons and all that affect the plant, but where it gets its life is inside the earth. And it lovingly, unconditionally gives life all around it. It gives us oxygen. It gives us balance. So when I do Grounding for Life, the revolution of love, I really mean it. You know, all we got to do is ground. And without going too much into a class, because I could be here, I'm just feeling more and more come to me as nature speaks to me. And it doesn't speak to me with thought. It speaks to me with just beyond thought. It's just this awareness that I just feel and I just want to share. And I'm just so grateful. I'm in love with life. I'm in love with nature. And that's my great realization, that if you just take it one step, one breath, one moment at a time, it's like taking these leaves off this pineapple leaf, right? So when I take the leaves off this pineapple, like I was sharing earlier, there's the seed again. When I take the leaves off, this will compost so quickly that I'm actually going to purposely leave one pineapple. I'm going to leave this in a couple of days. I'll take a picture of it. And in all these leaves, let me show you. All these leaves that you see right there, those things are going to compost in 2 or 3 days. even the worms that are in there. And I'm gonna leave this. I'm actually gonna dig it in there. And watch, that thing is gonna last a week or two. It depends on the worms, depends on how quickly they ravage it, because even the worms, I didn't even know this. So thank you, Daniel Bolin, if you're still on, brother. Thank you for the wisdom of the worms, because I had no clue. And this is what collaboration is all about. Daniel just shared with us about the worms, red wigglers, and that's what we have in our soil, in our compost, because it's going to be incredible soil. And these worms, there's my love, come here. I was shouting out the juice garden. If you guys want juices, you're in Yuma, here's the magic. Here's the magic that goes, the love goes in those juices from my wife.
Ciao, ciao.
I love you.
Yeah, you too.
And, yeah?
I'll just make sure you take it off to not so I can let you know when I'm on my way back.
Okay. I'm almost done. I just got 5 more to go.
Love you.
You know I'm over here in love.
I know.
She knows how much I love this. Ciao, love. So today's our family fun day. So we actually just leave Friday for us. We don't schedule anything because it's like, what good does it do to help everybody else, but you don't help out your own family? You don't serve your own family. And what good does it do to work, but you don't enjoy the fruits of your labor with your own family? And I say that from personal experience. So that's another message. So when I break down this leaf, it's like breaking down my life. I'm reflecting, I'm discerning, I'm present with what happens around me. I'm not just going like an automatic robot and just saying, oh, okay, that's just that. Because information can only go so far if you don't reflect it, because that's magnetic. A lot of people don't realize that. The only way to really make something alive is to reflect on it, is to discern. Meaning, like in class, when you dissect a frog, you get to know the insides of the frog, which you had no idea. You know, and I never got that experience that I hear a lot of people would dissect frogs in school, but I didn't graduate. I didn't want to be in school. I was too busy getting in trouble, which is gaining the life's lessons that nothing else could have taught me. So I went to my university. I went to the greatest university, which is my own challenges and lessons, and I awoken from that, which this is what I wanted to share with you all. Now that I shared my realization, is take it one baby step at a time. Don't be in a rush. I'm not saying, you know, be lazily about it and say, oh, one day I'll get it, one day this. No, like appreciate each moment. Appreciate each opportunity. Every single day you are awake. Every single day you wake up. Appreciate it. And then throughout the day, appreciate the breath. Appreciate what's around you. And I know I'm gonna sound like weird when I say this, but even appreciate what's going on in the world. See, appreciation, and I'll tell you from personal experience, I was my worst enemy. I didn't give a crap about anything or anybody, not even myself. I would act like I gave a crap about everybody, but it was really because I was seeking attention. I wanted to feel loved. I wanted to feel accepted, acknowledged, recognized. I wanted to feel valued. So it wasn't really about anybody else. So what I'm saying is that the life that I come from, I didn't want anything to do with transformation or, you know, love, appreciation. I didn't really think that was real. I thought people were just faking that. So here's what I'm getting at. Is when you just start just appreciating the small, you realize how great it truly is. Because it's all perspective. And that's what I wanted to share today. When I said when I quote Ram Dass, be here now, that's when you awaken the treasures that everybody's running towards or running from. Meaning, They're running from pain. They're running from suffering. They don't realize they're creating their own suffering. So, or they're running towards pleasure. And it's an endless rat race. It's an endless hamster's wheel of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, when you don't even realize it's all about you. It's not about the destination, it's the journey. It's the journey of enjoying yourself with yourself. And as you more enjoy the journey with yourself, you can enjoy the journey along with other people. But if you don't enjoy the journey with yourself, you can't enjoy the journey with anybody else. So, this is what I wanted to share about this part, is that even what's going on in the world, it's beautiful. And a lot of people might think I'm crazy when I say this, but my wife destroyed who I was with love. We're not gonna transform the world taking sides and arguing and conflicting and you know, debating and justifying and judging and criticizing. Criticizing is only holding oneself back. When you criticize one, you criticize yourself. Because we are all interconnected in this web of consciousness. Just like when you see a spider make a beautiful web. Thing is, that web is connected everywhere. And that vibration goes through the whole web. So not a coincidence why we call the internet the World Wide Web. I mean, there's clues if we look around. We can see that we're all interconnected. And just like we can connect right now on Facebook, or on Instagram, or on YouTube, or on whatever platform you're on Zoom, you can connect consciousness within yourself. You can connect with any part of yourself. Most people are connecting to that destructive side of them because they ran from it. But if you face it, you love it, you let go of judgment, you'll transform it and you'll realize it's love. It's just, we've allowed it to get this far. We wanted to act like nothing was going on. We wanted to act like everything was okay. And that's why when somebody says it's not about positivity or negativity, because so many people made it about, oh, it's all about positivity, it's all about positivity. Well, if it's all about positivity, why is this happening? Because there's more people thinking positive on the planet than before. More people are gravitating to positivity than before. And I'm not judging, I'm not putting down anybody, but I'm saying we need to get beyond that, because we're always going to go from one spectrum or one polarity to another, and we're going to go back and forth, just like we do in our mental states of going through time. We are either letting the past like judge and condition our experiences, or we're allowing the future to hold us back of what we think we can't accomplish, or the future of maybe one day, or even can I do that? So we're always jumping from past and future. Very few of us are tapping into the moment. And tapping into the moment is beyond time traveling. It is being in the eternal present moment now. And when you are in the eternal, I don't know if you guys can hear me with the wind. If you guys can be in the eternal present moment more throughout your day, throughout your week, throughout your life, you'll awaken what's called intuition. And when you awaken what's called intuition, it doesn't matter how beautiful or how, fixed up the truth appears to be, you'll see the deception and the illusion right through it. And you'll know because you open up to your truth. Because there's so many versions of truth, and people are afraid to have their truth shattered. People are afraid to have their illusions shattered, because it's just like when somebody, and we worked with students that go to universities and got their masters and other different, accolades, but they don't want to let go of what's familiar. They don't want to let go of what they've worked hard and studied hard for. So what I'm getting at, it's no different than the world in the present moment, because we've been conditioned to believe a certain way. We've been programmed, we've been influenced, we've been subjugated, we've been subjected to truths that we're comfortable. But just because it's comfortable doesn't mean it's true. So without going too much into a tangent, because if you guys want to know more, please, this is just the beginning. Whatever you hear in our videos, even if you go back to the beginning and you watch all of them through and through, one by one, and there's a lot. I was going through our videos. I mean, we have a plethora of videos. You can go through all our videos and you can watch all our videos and you can see my egoic dissolvement through and through. But you won't even touch a percentage of the potential, of the profoundness, of the realness that you are. Because this world is so full of information. And what Ali and I have discovered or realized is when you live and embody the truth from within you, it's not even my truth, it's our truth. When I say truth, I mean the thing that unifies us, that glues us, that bonds us, that loves us all together. But when we don't go within ourselves to discover or remember that truth, then we will be easily subjected and conditioned and influenced to believe that I'm against you or you're against me, or even my conversation offends you, offends me. There's judgment, there's perspectives, there's walls within walls, within walls, within walls, within walls of polarities of truth that are both the truth and the lie all at once. Because they must all conflict each other, because if not, that would be the truth. Because everything conflicts each other, when you go within yourself, you dissolve all the illusions, or most of the illusions, because I'm still through the process of dissolving more and more each and every day. But my point is this, and this was my message to you: as I break this down, I'm breaking myself down, my parts of, I'm dying to who I think I am, to who I think I thought I was. I'm dying to who I've been told I was. I'm dying to all the profound truths that even to this point that I want to hold on to. Because the minute that I hold on to something is the minute that I imprison my psyche, my consciousness, my identity, I get caught up in the doing instead of realizing the beingness of who I am and who we all are. So that's my 2 cents for today. I did post a post. Please, please, please share my post, share our post, because what I said is, you know, if you have any questions, comments, or observations, no, I said, what questions or topics do you want to talk about? Because there's nothing too controversial for Samadhi. Because I don't want to come up with the topics or the questions, because I don't want it to come from Michael. I want to ask you guys, how can we serve you? So if you guys have topics, if you guys have questions, we're not going to know the answers. Let's get that straight once and for all. We don't claim to have answers. But when we open up deeper realizations, we open up deeper doors of truth, of inner truth. And the more inner truth you open up, when you open up one door, you're going to see thousands of doors open up. Because they're going to open up more questions. And the word even question is a quest, eon, yourself. Eon means eons of time. So a question opens up to the quest within you, where the eternal you, it has all the answers. So, like I said, even what I said, let it go. Even what I said, don't believe a word that I said. Feel what you feel inside your soul. Feel what you feel inside your heart. Start trusting yourself, even when you think you can't. Start questioning why you think you can't trust yourself. Because in every moment, your body is trusting, is embodying trust. It's taking care of you. Every single cell of my being, every single neuron. Even to have this conversation, millions of neurons are firing together to give me the experience of speaking. I'm even using thought. I'm using beyond thought, because I'm feeling these realizations that I'm not even thinking, I'm just flowing, I'm allowing to flow through me. So it's like I'm going beyond thought, and I'm using thought to convey to words, and then words to convey to speech, which is all vibration. So all of that that's happening right now, it's beyond what we can even comprehend. So thank you for joining me. I got nature just right here with me, joining me. It's like I got a crowd. Anyways, thank you. And that's another message I'm hearing from nature. The animals want to sit with us. The beautiful luminous beings of this planet want to sit and partake life with us. But we either judge one species good or safe, or another species bad or dangerous. And it's like, I'm actually going to post a post where actually, like, anybody that knows me, I won't kill a spider, I won't kill a cockroach, I won't kill a fly. And because we're all one. And I just love you all, because I love you all that we all are. I love every single one of you. And this is why I share, because especially with what's going on, turn off the news. I'll be sharing more videos. If you guys come with topics, whatever topic you want to talk about, we'll share it. Because I'm not going to be silent if I'm asked to serve. But I'm not going to talk about the things that people are going through, because I don't want to give that power. But if you ask questions and you ask questions, observations, reflections, comments, then it is my job as a servant of humanity to talk about those things, to serve you all. Because I'm not afraid. When I speak, don't take it as I'm afraid to say something. I'm afraid that, I'm going to get killed. I'm afraid that, I'm going to be, whatever. I was done with that a long time ago. And if you go back to my videos, I even say it several times. I'm not afraid. I enjoy my life. I desire to live as fully and presently as possible, but I'm not tied to this one life. I don't fear to be tied to this one body. This is not all I am. So, that being said, I love you all. Take the time to really be present today, every day. Take the time to be here now, as Ram Dass says, the great Ram Dass says. Be here now. And so many other masters and teachers, master mirrors and teachers have said in many different ways to be present. Be here. Be present. Be alive. You'll never be the same. And if you have too many thoughts in your path, like you're not able to be present, please look us up. This is what we are experts at. It's helping people to get beyond thought. You ask any of our students, it's so simple that we're not taught the simplicity of how powerful we truly are. So, blessings to you all. I love every single one of you. And please, share this video, share other videos that we have, and join us tomorrow for Nature's Inner Gathering, part 26, I believe. Our weekly Nature's Inner Gathering. And remember to ground for life. Remember that as powerful as those powers are that are supposedly controlling the world, they have nothing on the intelligence of the planet. They have nothing on the wisdom, on the power. Just look at like supernatural disasters. They can wipe a city in seconds. So the more we ground for life, I'm telling you, this came to me in meditation. The more we ground for life, the more the world is going to feel those that are aligned with it, and it's going to remove those that are no longer serving it. Because it's time for the new earth. And the new earth is not going to be here as long as we continue to sabotage it, as long as we continue to neglect it, as long as we continue to act like everything's okay, but not taking the responsibility of what it takes to be great stewards, genuine stewards, and guardians and watchers of this beautiful world. We've been given this world. We need to care for it. We need to love it. And grounding for life, when you ground, it's like hugging the earth. It's like embracing the earth. You're naked. When you take off your shoes, you're naked. This is the... all this vibration. All this vibration. I remember through my most resistant experiences, and they were bad. When I awoken, oh, thank you. When I awoken, Spirit told me through the most challenging, resistant moments, whispered, oh, it's vibration. Oh, it's vibration. Oh, it's vibration. Oh, it's vibration. It's a whisper. It doesn't scream. This is why it's so important to be present. Because when you're loud, it's like being in a crowd of people trying to hear one person. And that one person is yourself. Take the moment to be more present and be still and be aware. Because you are aware, you're just not realizing how aware you are. And the more you take that time to exercise that sacred ancient discipline, the more you will hear your voice. Not the voice that you think you've been hearing, because that's not even you. Those are factions of you, but that are separated and confused and in conflict with one another, but they're really meant to marry, unite, and join as one force. They're all here to serve, just like this planet. The more we unify ourselves, the more we're going to bring unity to this world. I even feel it all around me right now as I speak. But the key is, and I've shared this before, the key is that if you watch anything with conflict, resistance, or bad, transform the energetic potential within yourself, what we call emotions. Emotions exist here. Energetic potential, the feeling of awareness, is presently, fully here. Emotions are in the head. We've been designed to believe that emotions are in the heart. And when we've been told emotions are in the heart, they're deeper emotions than you can ever even imagine. Mental, cerebral emotions are limited. Heart emotions are infinite. They connect you to all that is. Cerebral emotions, they only connect you to what you think you're seeing, what you've been based to believe on perspective, what you've been based to believe on beliefs, on judgments, on conditions. So, if you guys want to know more, I just touched the surface, because experiencing it is key. So, now the ego wants to keep talking. I've said enough. I've said enough. I dropped my phone. Well, let me show you my compost bin to end this final message. This is what life is about. You got all your different colors, flavors, textures, all meant to come together for one purpose: to give nutrition to the soul, give nutrition to life. So, Let me just give shout outs to who's on, and then I'll be calling it a day. Daniel says, hello, Michael. Blessings, brother. Rodney Zamudio, Saima Robin. Daniel says, blessings. Blessings, beautiful soul. We got to get on a call, brother. Really love you, man. I really love you. I love everything that you're about, brother. Alice Noe, my beautiful beloved wife. Blessings, love. Daniel says, those worms eat so much. Circle of life. Right? Right. And they love it. They love compost. Cali Garcia, blessings, brother. Alice says, should we get more worms? To Daniel. Eleno Castro, blessings, brother. Ali says, I love you, my sweet Michael Post. Love your sweet essence. Just a reflection, love. Just a reflection. You know, we're just one. We're one, the one in one another. Love you, love. And that's why I love my wife, because she loves herself. So the more she loves herself, and couples take notes, moms and dads, sons and daughters, friends, whatever. Everyone, take notes. The more you love yourself, the more you are an asset. The more you are a blessing, and you give without even giving. You're just giving by being more loving to yourself. The worms will repopulate themselves. Nice. She says, yay. I can give feeding tips, feed in sections, and keep food separate to give worms a choice. Feed in sections. Okay. I think I get what that means. We'll talk about that, brother. We can even do a live. And, you know, if you want to do classes on helping people compost, and I don't know, we'll think of something, brother. Pat Livingston, anything that we can do to help you too, brother. Beautiful soul, Pat Livingston. Haven't seen you in a while. Blessings. So, I am going to go now because everyone that knows me knows I can go for hours. We're going to have a marathon one of these days. But I think that's enough. I feel like what has been said needs to be said. So, be patient with yourself. Don't be in a rush to get somewhere. Don't be in a rush to run from somewhere. Because it's not about running to or running from anything. It's about going back home. Going within. And realizing that everything is a reflection within. And the more people would go within, the real revolution. And that's why all this is happening. Because everything is coming to the surface from all of you doing your work. So thank you to all of you doing your work. I love you, and eternally we're in that same space, in that one web of consciousness, which is that one body of the soul, of the oversoul that we all are. As little baby children souls coming together. As one soul. I love you all. And even that, it's just an image, but it's beyond that. So, enjoy your day, everyone. I'll do the Spanish one tomorrow, love, because, it's time. I love you all. Blessings. Or maybe even Sunday, because tomorrow's Nature's Inner Gathering. Namaste.